time to go beyond plus ultra for another Boku no Hero Academia review.
Have you ever wanted to pick up poop?
Where is this going?
I had the thought literally earlier today of would I pick up poop if I knew I could sell it for a lot of money? Because I was playing Elden Ring earlier, and it's one of the items we pick up is gold tinged excrement. So I'm like, if the poop was made of gold, would I make a lot of money, and would I be willing to pick it up?
Well, you have a dog, so...
Yes, but she doesn't poop gold, sadly.
But speaking about things that are shit, I am getting tired of Boku no Hero's lies.
Oh, that was going to be my second thing to bring up, but yeah, they did it to us again, didn't they?
Like, this season seemed to be very heavy-handed on the, here's the preview.
Literally the last 3 minutes.
Good luck trying to find that.
Yeah, have fun. It's the last 3 minutes.
Like, I was slightly mad, and I'm like, wait, when are they going to show Endeavor? Okay, this is very Hawks forward. Will it lead to Endeavor?
I mean, Endeavor's related there, but it's literally not the family, which is the title of the episode.
Yeah, which was based on a chapter in the manga also having the same name. So, maybe they took, like, part of that chapter, and then they're going to bump it onto the next one?
I'm guessing the last, 3 to 5 minutes that we had here is supposed to be the start of that chapter name, but it's literally fit in there to a point where it doesn't work.
But then why not use Hawks' chapter name then?
It's a solid question. Here's the thing. Would I prefer this to them doing what they did in the last season where they flipped everything around? Yes, I'd much prefer this. Is the fact that the names are not reflecting what's actually happening in the episode annoying? Yeah, sure. For sure.
Actually, 2 episodes ago, we had part of Chapter 300, Hellish Todoroki Family Part 2. 1 page of it got inserted into the episode, which was probably when they were mentioning that civilians are taking things into their own hands.
Okay.
And probably a flash of that if it was being reported on by the news. But no, they took the entire chapter and the previous one, so 299 and 300, and then put it in this. So, wait, what was the previous one? What was the previous chapter? Like Those Tragic Tales, which is about Hawks. Why not, since this is like 80% Hawks' episode, why not call it Like Those Tragic Tales?
I mean, my other option would be just call it, Tragic Tales. You don't have to do the exact title name, but something close enough because it's not just that chapter.
Well, this is called the Hellish Todoroki Family Part 2, which is the same thing that the manga chapter is called. Yes, this has, only 3 minutes. I am quite upset.
That's what I'm saying, though, right? You don't have to be the exact same thing because this is not the exact same thing, right? You're combining a couple of chapters into this, some of which aren't exactly the same thing here. You're not following the same plot beat here.
I don't read the manga, you don't read the manga, so I'm not too sure, what they cut out. I'm guessing very little.
No. I mean, they're bouncing from one character's arc to another character's arc is what I'm saying.
Okay.
This isn't solely focused on, the Todoroki family. Hence, you don't need to use the exact same name.
But I did see that the next chapter, or next episode, is The Wrong Way to Put Out a Fire, which is what the next two chapters are called.
Which it does seem like is, again, then my trick is again, who the fuck knows? It seems like that would be appropriate because it seems like it's going to be all about the past and the ramifications of that situation.
So unless they're going to like sneak in chapter 303 some wait, how much more do we have in the this is to the Paranormal Liberation War arc.
I believe it's the ramifications of it. Yes.
So 306. So the the next arc will be called the Tartarus Escapees arc, taking from 307 to 328.
Oh,
So,
okay. So it's a sequel arc to My Villain Academia, is what it sounds like.
uh,
Unless this is them getting recaptured, maybe.
maybe. I am not sure. I don't want to read too much
Yeah, yeah. Don't go too
into
far.
it, but so if next one covers 301, 302, potentially 303, so we might leave out halfway through the Tartarus Escapees arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't see them, because I'm pretty sure I heard this season it will have 25 episodes. I can't see them covering like 22 chapters in 6 episodes. Maybe I could see them doing 8, but that means we would need to have started next episode, which might not be the case.
Yeah. It'd be really tight to try and fit that all in.
So maybe here the tail end of that arc, like the wrap up bit, will be put into next season.
Maybe, but like kind of like the last one, they're going to want to end on something big. The question is, what's it going to be?
Deku fighting purple hair woman.
But wouldn't that be part of the Tartarus Escapees arc? 'Cause that's where
He
she's from.
he defeats her, and then as the wrap up is going to happen, that will be in the 7th season.
Uh-huh. You don't
I
sound very convinced.
Yeah. It may have been the beginning of this season where or the beginning of the last where the end of the arc that was going on the previous season spilled into the following. So I'm just guessing with just the amount they have left.
I just don't think you can end it like that with, facing down the big bad but still having more dregs left, right?
But like this, it's like for the past 3 episodes, we've been dealing with the remainder of the Paranormal Liberation War.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they could have started the season with the Breaking the Tartarus.
I mean, technically, didn't they? Like the breakout?
I mean, like, as a new season.
Yeah, but then wouldn't we be ignoring all of the whole like Deku being unconscious and all that other fun stuff?
But
And
wouldn't that.
Bakugo actually worrying about him for a change?
I mean, like, that's part of the aftermath. So, I'm saying, like, slide in the aftermath as. I don't know.
I was gonna say we were arguing, well, not arguing, but we were saying before about like them messing with the timeline to try and make it fit better to end right in the prior season.
Yeah.
We don't want them doing that again if we can help it, because it throws off our timing for stuff as an audience.
Yeah. I don't know. Because definitely with the final war arc, I think, is what I was seeing it was called. With that currently at, I think, almost 50 chapters, and with the two mini arcs before that being like 8 to 10 chapters each, that's like 70 chapters that they may want to slide into one season, and it's still going on. So, the final war arc, or whatever the name of the current arc is, will have to be split, I guess.
I would imagine it would have to be, but they're gonna have to leave off on something. I don't know what. Maybe it won't be big. I'd be fine with it not being big so long as they don't mess with the pacing,
Yeah,
right?
because Horikoshi says that he wanted to have it end by now, but the final arc got way too involved, and he's hoping to end it by fourth quarter of 2023. So,
You mean he doesn't want to go for like 1,000 chapters?
uh,
He's not
I
as insane as Oda?
no, I don't believe so. But I just remember Oda saying, "Oh yeah, I'm about 70-80% of the way done," and I'm like, "Dude, that means you have another 6 years left."
Yeah. He spent how long on the Wano arc? Like 3 years?
Oh my god. But enough talking about other stuff. Let's talk about this episode.
Yeah, get into the meat and potatoes for a change.
Yeah. Um. So it deals with Hawks's past, and I didn't remember his father being abusive.
We never saw his parents. This is the first we're seeing them.
Hmm. I thought he mentioned his father at one point.
If he did, it might have been in passing.
How his father was a criminal.
It might have been that. As simple as that.
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, I really didn't know what to think. But I'm just like, man, his father's an asshole.
I mean, they make it pretty clear his father's a piece of shit. They don't really. So here's an interesting bit. I did notice that like he has feathers, unless that was just the coat, but he has feathers coming out of his arms.
I noticed that too.
Um, Again, unless that was just the coat, I'm not sure. So that might have been where Hawks gets, at least part of his quirk from. Meanwhile, you see his mom who has eyeballs floating next to her, which I don't know what that is.
Unnamed eyeball quirk.
Yeah, I don't know. Does she have like just an extra set of eyes that she can like send out to spy on shit?
Kind of like, oh shit, a crumb from Aerial Monsters.
I mean, yeah, except these float. Crumbs just kind of rolled around.
Yeah.
I mean, why didn't she get drafted to be a hero? She would have been great at spying and espionage. Just
Yeah.
eyeballs poking through vents.
Surveillance.
Exactly. Hell, even just a security guard, like get hired as that. You can have extra eyes on things.
Ooh. Yeah, mother unnamed additional eyeball quirk and the father unnamed feather quirk.
Which, maybe they mixed at this point, because I don't know what the feather quirk that his dad had could do. But like maybe the whole floating of the eyeballs got instilled in the feathers and Hawks' wings.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, Hawks and Genus are rolling around town. Hawks apparently can't talk yet, or at least it must be painful to do so.
Oh, and just not to get sidetracked again, but I remember you saying last week, why doesn't he drive around in a jeans mobile that looks like a pair of blue jeans?
I know, I'm disappointed. He needs to match his look.
And, okay, bouncing back to Fudo PI for just a minute, why are you upset that the Kamen Rider has a bike that looks like a common rider, but you're perfectly fine with Best Jeanist having a Gene Mobile.
There's one very important difference here. Fucking Shotaro's not trying to broadcast that he's a fucking common rider.
So if Best
He has a secret identity.
So does Best Jeanist have a secret identity?
As far as we know, he's Best Jeanist all the time. Like, outside of maybe meeting his own family, but even that, right? We've seen fucking Endeavor. He doesn't have a difference. He's the same person whether he's, like, out on the town fighting crime or not.
So these heroes don't really have secret identities?
It doesn't seem like it. I mean, maybe some of them do, but the big ones we've seen? Nah.
So, like, even when Endeavor's not Endeavor, but... Oh shit, what's his real name?
Engi, I think it is.
Yeah, so when Engi is out on town, everybody's like, hey, Endeavor!
They could. They could easily do that. It's not like he hides himself as far as I can tell.
Okay, fair point.
Besides, it's like it would be like Bruce Wayne driving the Batmobile. People would be like, who the fuck is that and why is he in the Batmobile? That's literally the best comparison I can give you right now as to the difference between Shotaro and fucking like Endeavor here, or anyone in My Hero.
Okay, understandable.
That's why I'm upset. Shotaro's trying to have a secret identity, and he's parading himself around with a Kamen Rider bike.
So, eventually, Hawks' father does get turned into the police?
No, actually. He gets paranoid, steals their car, I think, and drives off from what his mom says, and gets caught. Or he stole somebody else's car, one of the two.
Oh, okay.
And gets caught.
So that's
by Endeavor there. Yeah, Endeavor specifically, which is what instills Hawks's like love and appreciation for Endeavor, which is fair. Also, we find out that doll of his that he has was literally bought because it was cheaper than the All Might doll.
Hey, All Might's the #1 hero. His merch is expensive.
Hey, look, all right, the Endeavor merch was on sale. It was only 500 yen. I'm not paying $30 for a doll. You can have this $5 one. It's on sale.
Hey, do you want a doll now? We can always wait until the All Might doll goes on sale.
It won't go on sale. It'll sell out.
So, here. Have the #2 hero.
Here. Hey, look, as weird as it is, it's kind of destiny considering how his dad goes down.
Yeah.
It seems like predetermined at that point. So yeah, after the father gets captured, the mother kind of breaks down even more, and they're like running away from their little hovel home and living like in what I'm assuming are the subways. And she wants Hawks to like use his quirk to steal things, so that way they could totally live like normal people again. And here's the thing: I don't know if they found Hawks because of one of the things he did. Because we see a point where he uses his feathers to save some people in a burning bus. And I'm not sure if that happened before or after I'm guessing, government people found him. But he must have done something to, like, get them interested in him. It's not 100% clear. Either way, they kind of show up and they're all like, hey, yo, what's going on, man? We can set up your family real good, but you gotta train to be a hero with us. And he's like, yeah, sure. Can I be like Endeavor? Whatever you want, kid.
Because Endeavor's my hero.
Yep. I was trying to ignore that, but yep.
Yep, he rescued me from my evil father.
Inadvertently, but yes. Either way,
can't see if that if the burning bus scene happens before or after.
I'm not sure where in the timeline it fits, because I don't know if he's remembering things chronologically at that point or not. I think it happens later after the dad memory, but I don't know if that is correct in the order of events.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Genus and Hawks are like, cool! And all of a sudden, there was like a stray lint thread that suddenly catches Genus's eyes, I guess. Or at least that's the line I got out of this.
Yeah.
and they find some villains doing some bad shit,
The
shaking down people.
the gluttony god.
Yeah, the gluttony god or the gluttonous god, depending on how you want to read that. Either way, he gets taken down. I should also point out we do find out what in the hell happened with Genist. Apparently, they Hawks must have knocked him out, and they did some kind of surgery on him to put him in like a near death state, and it was enough to fool Dobby into believing that kind of bugs me now. That really irritates me.
What?
Because the two characters from this and Naruto who are pretending to be different people, their aliases fucking rhyme.
Oh.
Toby and Dobby. At least Dobby was like, you could foresee it, but at least it wasn't the anagram Toby ended up being, which was that one was stupid because there was no way you could connect the two outside of that and the fact that like he had an eye thing going on. But it's like, oh yeah, but people steal those all the time. It's fine. Could be anyone. I have issues with that. Anyway, before I go on a whole other thing
Okay.
that you don't understand.
I would not. I would just be like, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yep. Anyway, Dobby takes him, and because of that near death, they put him into like some kind of chamber at the League of Villains area with like some kind of liquid.
Cryotube. I'm
Is that what they
guessing
called it?
No, but I'm guessing it may have been the same thing that Shigaraki was in.
I see. Here's what I'm thinking. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that the doctor was going to use his body to make him a Nomu.
Oh.
I think that was going to be the plan.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
But yeah, Hawks found a good time to just, resuscitate him and bring him back. Unfortunately, that still seems to have some strain on Best Jeanist's body, so he's definitely got that, which explains why he was bleeding during the fight the way he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the stress, it's that his body wasn't back yet. Which I'm pretty sure I said something about, unless I'm misremembering.
I said that he was focusing too hard.
You said he was focusing too hard. I said I think it still has something to do with whatever he went through when Hawks knocked him out.
Yeah, so,
I'm gonna take my points and go home.
Do you think it had anything to do with him focusing even though his body wasn't in top condition?
Here's the thing, right? I'm saying I don't think he would have been in as severe a condition as he was if he was still 100%.
Okay.
If he hadn't gone through that.
Fair. Points
we don't
you.
know for sure, but yeah, I want to say that the main reason was that.
Okay, I will award you your points.
Yay! But
Hopefully
yeah, we got that
I'll
little
get
caveat.
Soon.
So after taking care of Mr. Gluttonous, we end up going to where I assume Hawks's mom was, where that government agency or whatever they were helping like keep her going, which we don't see her in current timeline or in recent timeline, so I'm very curious what her mental state is. Because she kind of like, all we get is a note that Hawks finds there, basically saying how Dobby's people had come and gotten information out of her and then apparently must have left her alone, like maybe roughed her up a little bit, but who knows. And she's apparently like left so that way she won't be a burden on Hawks anymore. Which I don't know how I feel about Hawks' response to this. Because like he feels relieved, which I get. He's been carrying this around for a long time. I don't know. This is a feeling I can somewhat understand, but at the same time, it feels so alien to me of just, as fucked up as it was, she wasn't the one beating you up, right? But she was the one holding you back this entire time. That said, she's still your mother, and you should have at least some kind of like urge to find her. I don't know. It's a weird feeling I get from it. But Hawks' feeling is that he's now able to do what he wants without anyone holding him back. Not only is like the government section in disarray and won't be giving him orders, he's no longer got to worry about his mom being, tracked down anymore. Because even he doesn't know where she is.
I'm thinking like that's maybe if we would get into like different superhero stories. It's like that's why Terry never told. I think it was Dana,
Dana,
Diana.
I think it was, right? His
Yeah, like
girlfriend.
yeah, that's why he never let her in on it. And even Max, up until like a certain point in the series, that if people do know who you are, they'll only hold you back. So I could
Well,
understand.
in their case, it was always the fear of them getting targeted.
So same thing with his mother. His mother's targeted.
Yes, but there's also the previous like history they have of her kind of holding him back the way from being the best he could be, right? Him
Fair,
constantly having to like worry over her and deal with her paranoia.
fair, but like
Like it's a bit more complicated than Max and Dana here, I would say.
yeah, but I'm just using like one aspect of that, of like why he's now relieved that she's gone, that he doesn't always have to worry about her being targeted, being hunted down. Now that she may be at ease, puts him at ease.
Here's the thing though, we don't know if she's at ease because we don't see her. We don't know what she is outside of this note right now. And that's part of it. It's just a non-existent thing right now as far as we're concerned.
I
Like we
don't
don't
know.
even know her side of this. Like clearly she has guilt based on what this message says, but that's about it.
Yeah, I guess I don't know here.
I feel like this I'm being very picky here about this, but like it feels like you've kind of hand waved this away just so Hawks can do whatever he wants now. It kind of feels like this is an easy way out of a sticky situation.
And you're a little bit more to pick at like minor details than I am, so it
Well, it partly comes in because I've taken writing classes, so I can see where some of this stuff is like, oh, this is an easy way to just say, ah, this isn't a problem anymore. Like you're wiping off this clear connection and problem or what would become a problem for a character and just getting rid of it before it even comes on screen.
but
Like,
anyway.
yeah, I guess moving on.
Yeah.
So yeah, more flashbacks. Hawks does take off his mask to talk because apparently this is important enough that he feels like he needs to say it out loud. And his first step is I'm gonna start fixing things with the way it started for me, I guess, which means Endeavor. Because Endeavor is apparently in trouble.
Yeah.
Also, apparently we get to see an example of shit that's been going wrong. For instance, civilians grabbing the support gear that was made for heroes in order to fight back against the villains. And thanks to that, people are not realizing what the support gear can do and things are going
Worse.
awry. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
becoming way
city's
worse
getting more destroyed.
as civilians are getting caught in the mix, in the crossfire.
And I forgot about Wash.
Did we ever
Wash,
see Wash before?
I think he may have been in the background,
He might have been in the background.
but like Wash is weird. At
He does bubbles.
at first, because he only said Wash, I'm just like, is he a Pokemon? No, because I think his first three lines were wash, wash, and wash.
Look, man, he'd be encroaching on Rodham's case because Rodham just possesses washing machines. You'd be encroaching on somebody else's turf, man.
But then he said something along the lines of like, the bubbles will heal you or something. I don't have the quote.
Mine probably isn't the same as yours, but let me quick jump back. Let's see, what does he say? He says, I'll start cleaning the wounds and send them to the hospital.
That's almost exactly what I had. I don't have it up, but his quirk, Clean Bubbler, it allows him to create and control soapy water from his body. The steam is strong enough to keep several people in the air. Susugu, which probably is his name, can use the quirk to generate large soapy bubbles that he can envelop targets in and make them float.
Okay, so the bubbles aren't healing anyone.
So he will probably carry them to the hospital.
That was
Wait,
probably the plan, yeah.
what? Wait, what?
What?
His Japanese voice actor also voices Dobby.
I mean, he does have a filter over the voice, so, makes it hard to tell.
Yeah, but I'm guessing with a cast of over 100 characters.
Oh yeah. Oh, easy. Especially like the minor ones like Wash. You're gonna have people doing multiple characters. Like that happens even in just like the regular shows.
Yeah, with like Simpsons.
Yeah. Not even that. And since it's the long running one, like just in fucking what is it called? Gravity Falls, for example.
Oh,
Characters like voice actors are playing multiple
oh
characters.
yeah. Like didn't Justin Roiland have like 3 or 4 characters?
Something like that. Though we I don't know if we want to address anything with that situation currently.
Oh, I didn't hear it, but moving on.
Oh, you didn't know about the this we have some fun things to talk about after this. Okay.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, relatively fun.
and then we have a scene at the hospital.
Actually, we have a scene with the number 9 hero
Oh
resigning, and that
yeah.
leading to more heroes following suit, and the like public being even more upset because these people that were like longtime people are just seem to be running away to them now.
I thought he was following suit. He said,
I've heard both, suit or sweet.
"Oh, okay.
I've heard both pronunciations.
I've never heard following suit."
Anyway, we cut back to Endeavor, who's still got like painkillers, and he's like, "My head feels so heavy, man."
Oh, I'm such a horrible person for letting Dobby happen, and I've tried to turn my other kids. I pushed so
And
hard.
yeah, Bobby forced me to like made sure I would live through this.
I have so much regret.
Oh, also we get a shot of what Genus looks like without his jean like neck on, but he has a giant fucking collar.
No,
How long is his neck?
I was going to ask that.
Has he got a giraffe neck? Like that's got to be a good like what 8-inch long neck at least.
Is that a quirk? Is that a quirk?
Is it part of his quirk that he's got a long neck or like a super lanky body? Like that's kind of nuts.
And like, I know he kept using like denim analogies. It's like,
Uh huh.
boy, this situation is tighter than a pair of skinny jeans.
Yep.
Yes. Comments. Does his long neck have anything to do with his quirk?
I want to see him on the beach to see just how long that neck is. I need to know.
There's fan art.
he's just a giraffe neck.
Oh crap!
You just have a picture of him like extending his neck to grab leaves in a tree.
Too deviant art.
Oh my fucking god! Oh,
Is deviant art still a thing?
yes, it's still around.
Okay.
Or Tumblr. Tumblr, I guess, would be another one.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah, it seems like at least some of the stuff Dobby said was cleared up by Best Jeanist, but doesn't mean that the worst parts were cleared up. Anyway, as he's crying, his family walks in and they're just like, "What the fuck is this?" and slam the door closed again.
Shoto! Wait!
Shoto! No!
Hey.
He doesn't even want to look at him for that scene too at the start. It's like this is just embarrassing.
Hey, what's going on, Dad? Why are you crying?
What's all these tears about?
I want to apologize. Like, I've been a horrible person. Can we just talk?
I mean, I don't know that he wants to. They do, including the mom who's there.
Yeah, so, next week might be Endeavor's past.
I don't know, man. Who knows? Maybe based on like what we're seeing in the previews, all bets are off on what's actually in these episodes.
Do you think Deku will wake up next time?
What is this, episode 16 right now?
Yes.
We've got what, 9 more episodes left yet. I would say if it's not, it would have to be the end of this episode of next episode I want to say, or the beginning of the following.
Oh. So next time or 2 from now.
Yeah, either end of episode 17, start of episode 18.
Hmm.
I think what might end up happening based on our time frame is perhaps Deku leaving and like the start of the
Tartarus escaping?
Tartarus arc is going to be like the last 2 episodes or something.
Oh, so we're going to go back into my theory that the Tartarus arc will be cut into 2 chunks.
Here's the thing. Yes, but I don't think evenly. I think you're gonna get like a couple episode tease of it is what we're gonna get.
Will we have any fight with Purple Hair Woman?
Oh, I doubt it.
But she's prominently featured in the intro.
Yes, but we don't get anything besides that, right? We only had that one shot of what might be a quirk happening, but it's so off, like it's so caught out of the frame that we can't tell what it is. Like they've intentionally kept everything of what she's doing secret. That said, right, we see Midoriya doing a bunch of different like weird quirk things that he hasn't done before. And we can't tell how much of that is just the artistic flair of him doing things and how much of that is like, is that a new quirk?
But all this and more will probably not be revealed in the next episode.
Nah, man, we're just gonna be watching like bad past, bad parenting. That's what we're watching next episode.
So until next time, we'll catch everybody later.
See ya.